Hello, my name is Tonia Brewer, and I am a consultant for the Indiana IEP Resource Center. Today, I will be highlighting best practices related to staffing and master scheduling. As you and your teams work to plan for a successful new school year, it is pivotal to have a solid master schedule and to utilize all staff effectively. Let's talk about staffing. Staffing looks at the human capital in our buildings and across our districts. This area looks specifically at the who. Who would be best to provide specialized instruction in reading? Who will be teaching social skills to 7th graders? Who will be providing instruction in math during success time? Do these questions sound familiar? When answering these questions, determine the best people to provide instruction or intervention based on credentials, strengths, and interests, rather than current roles and responsibilities. Matching of staff requires an understanding of staff skills, student abilities, and creative thinking. For example, an interventionist is currently providing reading intervention to a group of first graders who are having difficulties with phonemic awareness. The interventionist, a veteran teacher who predominantly worked with students at the upper elementary level, may not be the best person to address this skill deficit. It may be most beneficial to assign a staff member who has experience in early literacy, such as the kindergarten teacher. Think differently about what you have always done. Capitalize on teacher strengths in order to obtain the best results. If you are completing the resource inventory as part of the MTSS Starter Kit, the section on personnel prompts you to list the human resources in each building, current roles or assignments, and areas of strength or interest. This can then be used to enhance conversation regarding resource allocation as it relates to the question of who. To assist you with this, utilize the chart to help you organize this information. The first column is the staff member's name. The next column is the staff member's current role or assignment. The next column is the areas of expertise and interest. This column should include considerations for current certifications if applicable. The last column is new or anticipated assignment. The assigning of staff to a new role inevitably leads to conversations about the master schedule. The master schedule is made up of all the classes designed by the school, which includes all associated terms, meeting patterns, teachers, and rooms. With a quality master schedule in place, administrators are able to schedule teachers and students, analyze student data by course and teacher, and constantly assess items identified as priorities by the school or district. There are two parts to the master schedule. There is developing the actual schedule, and then there is scheduling the students within the master schedule. The staffing inventory mentioned above is directly related and impacts the development of the schedule. Within the resources provided, there are examples of schedules, an elementary example and a secondary example. You will notice in both examples the courses being offered, where they will take place, who will be teaching them, and special care is taken to identify time allocations and flow between courses. The next step is to schedule the students. Some suggestions for effective scheduling of students are: number 1, focus on your smaller specialized populations of students first. This includes ELL students, high ability students, special education students, students with 504s, etc. Identify their specified needs and schedule them first. Number 2, be sure to discuss student-teacher ratios as well as ratios of students from the varying subgroups. This helps assess whether enough sections of a course have been created or if more or less are needed. Remember, the ratios in a given classroom should be a reflection of the entire population within that school. So if your school is currently comprised of 20% students with IEPs and 2% ELL students, then the ratio in classrooms should mirror 20% students with IEPs and 2% ELL students. Number 3, always remember, district and school goals drive and frame the master scheduling process. It is essential to strike a balance between reflecting prioritized innovations and diverse needs of students, as well as maximizing the school's resources and staying within allocations. Staffing and scheduling go hand in hand, and both are always being assessed for effectiveness. This ongoing global process actualizes the shared vision of all students learning at high levels. If you have questions about staffing and scheduling or any other topic, connect with us on the Indiana IEP Resource Center website, indianaiEPRC.org. Just click on the contact link.